All right, Virgo, here we go. It's for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Soulmate Energies update for June 2022. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Here we go. Here we go. June 2022, Virgo. Let's do this. I'm not really doing pre-shuffles for too many of the signs. There's only a few I've done them for. I just want to go in blind here. I want to see what this energy is. I already kind of know what's here, but let's see where we go. This first card out is Before the Cut, and it's Why the Fuck Are We Here? So let's just find out why the fuck we're here. And we're here because of the new energy around you, which I already picked up on, and you have or will have options. And this card can lead to confusion. It's why you need to make sure you know what you want from either a person you're waiting on or just in life in general. You know what they used to say, what's your 5-year plan, that kind of thing. It's like that. Know what you want. Have a goal of some kind. And that alleviates the confusion that comes from the Seven of Cups. Let's take a look. This is a good month. This is a month that sorts itself out for you, I think, in a lot of ways. Let's see what comes after that. The Five of Pentacles. Again, it's a bit, the universe likes to split your reading and Aquarius's. I don't know why that is. But the Five of Pentacles here, did I say 5 cups? I didn't mean 5 cups if I did. It's 5 pentacles. If you don't know what you want, you leave yourself out in the cold. Essentially, it's saying make sure you know what you want. You've got a lot of options coming your way. You have a very attracting energy around you. All right? Let's see where we go. Let's get ourselves a reading. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Virgo, universe, for June 2022. Let's see where we go here. Give me a reading. It knows what I mean by that. All right. I got the King of Cups. Yeah, we got a little bit of a, well, we got, again, a split message. On the you side, this is make sure if you're giving love, you're getting love back. You know, hold on to it. Make sure you know what you want. On the soulmate side, there is a person out there that's harboring some feelings for you and holding back a little bit. And there's a chance with this attracting energy all around you, you might hear from them. But you might hear from a lot of people that are interested in you. This summer, and it's summer in the northern hemisphere, winter in the southern, but this June, July, and August kind of time frame is very, very good for attracting things, for going out and getting some static energy on you and bringing things right to you. The universe opened by saying you're going to have some options. So make sure you know what you're looking for, make sure you know what you want, and be a bit discerning with who you give love to, okay? Our reading's on the flip. Somebody else, though, does want to open up to you. I think they're having a little trouble getting past their ego, but that's a pretty common theme here in June, for sure. But we'll see. Right here is the energy around your connection. All right, right here is how your person feels. But again, we could have split messages here for you. Right here is how they feel in the soul. Could be your soul too. It depends. I'll have to see how the cards fall. I'm getting kind of a swirl of energy here. This is the message from the universe. It's red with the energy of your connection. And right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will, yours or anyone's. And I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards over the top at the end. We'll see where we go. What's the energy around you right now is how this is kind of coming out, and it's the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition on the you side. It's trying to tell you some things. There's a lot going on as far as your person that you're waiting on. A lot going on behind the scenes and inside them. They're keeping it hidden, but you're still on their mind. You're still in their soul, shall we say. It's very strong energy. It's a very strong card to have there, but it's a card of a lot of crickets chirping. And it might seem, you might not believe that Seven of Cups that came out of Why the Fuck Are We Here? Because it might seem like nothing's happening around you. Actually, there's a lot happening. You're in a brand new energy, and I've been telling you that for a while. It's very different, but you got to have some faith in it. If you do, things will start to change rather quickly here over the next few months. This is the emotions. This is how someone feels in their, yeah, that's incoming energy big time. Someone is holding back. They're hiding how they feel, even from themselves. There's a lot of happiness here around a connection that you have with somebody who probably ran from you, no doubt about it. That's the typical of the soulmate cycle in particular. Pretty much all of them, but this one in particular, they ran real far. A lot of time is passing for a lot of people, like years are clicking by in this particular cycle. And it's not surprising. It's not surprising. These were very shut down, mostly DMs who ran in this particular soulmate cycle. What's the soul energy here? It's bookending the Empress, the Page of Cups. Yeah, somebody is... There's a little bit, as far as the incoming energy, there's a little bit of they're pushing it back, holding the cards close to the vest, but there's, in the soul, it's leaking. This is leaking, so there's love leaking in, so they can't help but feel it. And there's a lot of happiness here down the middle. It's going to force it out. You know, the sun kind of heats things up a little bit. I get sort of an image of, you know, when you're a kid, it's a terrible thing to do. But you know, when you're a kid, you take a magnifying glass and you fry some ants up with the sun, that kind of thing. It's sort of like that. It's burning in this person's soul a little bit as this leaks out. It's like acid in there because they're trying to push it back. As for you, again, it's a message of discernment. You're ready to give love, but you're only, hopefully, you've learned your lessons from this, and you're only giving love where you get it back. So that's, again, I take you back to that Seven of Cups. It's a very important card for you in particular, because that card was all about you. Message from the universe, red with the High Priestess. I'm curious. Eight of Pentacles. Behind the scenes, underneath everything, somebody here is actually working on themselves. They're working on themselves because they don't like how they handled the situation with you. That's what I get. I mean, that's just what's here. On the you side of things, you're going to see in coming months an increase in your finances, shall we say, in also in how you feel about yourself as well. So make sure you allow this energy to flow. Your person is not allowing this energy to flow. Your person, this is why it came up minor arcana here, a little Eight of Pentacles. They're nowhere near the Nine of Pentacles yet. They're still working towards that, towards finding themselves, if you will. What's the potential final outcome here? It's red with the sun. It can't be that bad. It's that Five of Cups. My Freudian, I think I did a Freudian slip earlier and called the Five of Pentacles the Five of Cups. If I didn't, I felt it as a Five of Cups when I pulled it. Here's the Five of Cups. It's the sad horse. What's going to happen here with your soulmate, with the incoming energy, is they're going to, all of this, I told you, it's like burning, right? It's like burning inside them as this love leaks. They're going to feel all of it, okay? At some point, probably in June, they're going to feel all of it, and it's going to cause them to possibly come towards you. The Five of Cups is one of the cards that brings them in. And I'm seeing this a lot in June with people feeling the loss of the connection on a high level. This is a high level. This is a lot of regret. Again, they say the way the energy feels, it feels like somebody who feels like they handled things wrong. Okay? With you, on the you side of things, don't let this be your future. Stop worrying about stuff you can't control. I know you're a Virgo, a very practical sign and all of that. I get it. I get it. I know plenty of Virgos. But stop worrying about stuff you can't control. Okay? You've got a lot, and with the energy around you, you're going to have a lot of options if you have some faith in it. If you let this soul energy flow, this sun will shine through. There's no need to be worried about things that, you know, all we can control is how we feel about things, how we react to things. So keep that in mind. Everything else, well, you know, it is what it is. Let's clarify. Let's see where we go. Why's this High Priestess here? This could, as far as your person, bring them right to you. We'll see what happens when we clarify. Why's the High Priestess here? Tell me about the High Priestess. The High Priestess. All right, let's see. Oh, look who came back. The Seven of Cups. Yeah. What you don't know, what's hidden from you is, again, you got so much energy around you that's attracting things. It's almost like, I almost want to say this, it's kind of corny, but I want to say that you're going to end up being the superhero in your own life for a change. You're going to be the hero, you know, for a change, instead of the victim, if you felt like you were a victim at any point in time. That's one way to phrase it. As far as your person goes, they're just keeping it suppressed. They're not even looking at options, and that's a problem. Because you're going to have them. And that's probably why they feel this loss, because somebody else might come along and start banging you. Okay? To put it bluntly. Let's see what's on top. Yeah. the Ace of Swords. Again, let the energy flow. Man, that's a message for them too. It's all about you there, because the Seven of Cups is pretty much all about you. It was in the before the cut position. Just let the energy flow. It'll flow from you and then out into the world. All right. If you have a little faith that there's a new energy around you, you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. What else? The King of Cups again. As far that's your incoming energy. That's your person. They're holding back. Listen. Eventually, all of this is leaking within them. It's leaking into the soul. This is someone, again, I've got a King of Cups here as our overall energy, and it showed up with an Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth, in your energy around your connection. This is someone who wants to open up to you. Again, I get this message where they feel like they handled things wrong. They don't like what they did to you, or they don't like what happened. It bothers them to this day. I don't care how much time has passed. It's here. It does bother them. All right, so the energy's there for them to open up, but they keep pushing it back. But they can't push it back forever, because some of it's leaking out. And if some of it's leaking, eventually, all of it leaks. Unless you plug the hole. Why is the sun here? Tell me about the sun. All right, let's go. Let's see where we go here. All right, sun. Yeah. I do believe for your person, for the incoming energy, it's the Knight of Wands. I'm telling you the same thing I tell in a lot of angles, a lot of signs in this June. Your person needs to hit rock bottom once they feel the absolute loss of this, and actually let the sadness flow through. The sadness here, right? The regret, the regret of the loss of something is kind of what forces the High Priestess energy that's being suppressed to flow out and just sort of come out. I think impulsive action, they're going to have ants in their pants to come towards you at the very least. We got to see what happens when we clarify that. But what's on top? The Magician. Again, for you, have a little faith. All right? Have a little faith. Any doubts you put in are going to cause, that to happen. If you feel the doubts, just have some faith that there's a lot of beautiful energy around you. As far as your person goes, again, they're really trying to mask this. They're really trying to hide it. A little smoke and mirror action. Why is the Magician here? Yeah, see? Nine of Wands. They're trying to hide from something they can't hide from. Eventually, it's all going to leak out. All right? So I think we're going to see some good cards here on this Five of Cups. Let's take a look at their soul. What's going on here with the Page of Cups? And I'm just going to pull on the incoming energy here, because for you, this is just a message, again, of discernment with who you give love to. Don't just give them everything right up top. Don't go out with somebody on a first date and, y'all are banging and stuff, and then you're making plans for the future already. I would be cool about that. I'd be cool about that with your person, too. It's the same energy I've been pulling on for a while for you. Let's see what the Page of Cups is about here in the soul on the incoming energy. See where we go. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody is realizing, for a lot of you, your person's in a relationship or they're married. It could be a family situation too, but for a lot of you, it feels like that. It feels like what was once a love situation, but there was never really a lot of love there, and they're realizing that. The only love they're feeling is the love that's leaking out about you, or the attraction to you. I don't even know if they know what love is, to be honest with you, but the only thing they're feeling is you. Whatever is on their side is causing them some problems, and it's going to continue to as it leaks more and more and more. Three of Wands. Yeah, they want out of something. Deep in the soul, they want out of something, but again, they're suppressing it. They're pushing it back. They're keeping it inside. But underneath the surface, there's a lot going on with this person. They don't have love. Okay, that's the implication here. And where there is love, they're suppressing it on the you side. So let's see why the Three of Wands is here. The High Priestess again. These are bookending these. It's great when I see a repeat card. Again, they're suppressing this urge to jump ship and try something new. They're suppressing the urge. For you, you can try something new. You've got new horizons over there. Use your discernment a little bit and just let the energy flow. Take a lesson from your person. Your person suppresses. They go against the flow of energy. Make sure you go with it. All right? And have a little faith that everything will work out all right. The universe always has your back. It does. As long as you believe it does, with absolute faith, it does. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? What's the universe want to tell us? I'm anxious to see the cards on that, but we have to get to it. We have to peel the cards back. We have to peel the energy back. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? What's the universe trying to tell us about this here? Let's see. What's the universe trying to tell us? Yeah, look at that. Three Swords. Kurt Cobain in pain. Well, we have to take into account the High Priestess here, because these cards are read together. On the incoming energy on your person's side, they are suppressing this, and it builds the pain. This is that 1,000 pounds of Three of Swords that I saw in a recent Cure for Cancer reading. It really is. It's somebody here who is just the more they try to distract themselves, the slower they are at working on themselves, the more the love is leaking into the thing. They feel like they handled this wrong. They're very. This person's just not happy. Can I phrase it like that? As for you, well, you know, and the energy for you, just let the energy flow. Work past this. Acknowledge any past pains and make sure you work past them. In this new energy, which is basically the sun energy surrounding you, you can pretty much get whatever you want. You can have those options as long as you know what you want. What's on top? The Emperor. From your person's side here, again, they're suppressing this. It's an energy of come kneel before Zod. It's an energy of the Burger King, got to have it their way. But mainly it's ego. Something about this person's ego is what they need to work on a little bit. Okay? I'm not sure. Why is the Emperor here? The Four of Wands. Yeah, somebody is being very stubborn here and has spent most of their life probably working on the wrong things. Okay? Putting energy into the wrong things. I've got what they see as stability. It really isn't. It's not. They don't. I said they're unhappy. I said over here what they want is love. They know that, but they keep pushing it back. That's that stubborn energy off the Emperor. It's an energy. It's a need to control things, and it's not giving them what they want here. This person is realizing through an epiphany, right? Because these are read with these, that read with the King of Cups, the Four of Wands. They've got to give love to get love. All right. I don't think they did that with you. I don't think they gave you any love. I think what they did was I agree with them. I think they handled this poorly. I think they ran from their feelings and kept what they had. And I think they did it out of ego. It's plain and simple. I think they just, I don't know. It's sort of a temper tantrum kind of a thing, a little bit. Sort of they liked how they felt around you, and they almost in a fit of self-sabotage pushed it back, and that caused a knee-jerk reaction from them. It's the easiest way I can put it. Let's talk about the final outcome here. Now this, they hit rock bottom. This, they feel the sun energy. They can't smoke and mirror it away. It's a persistent energy that won't go away. Why is the Five of Cups here? Tell me about the Five of Cups. What's the final on this, universe? Yeah, see? Once they hit, it's what's going on in June. It really is. It's a big message for June. Once they hit rock bottom, the energy around them is, the Nine of Cups. The affecting energy here crossing this, it's an undying urge to go towards something that makes them happy. I said your person's unhappy. They are. Some of you might be unhappy too, but the only reason you end up unhappy, if this is your energy attached to this, which it's kind of both of yours because your reading's split, the only way you end in this Five of Cups is if you don't go for what makes you happy. Okay? So make sure you always do. Make sure you know what you want. Right? Get a 5-year plan or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Know what you want out of people, out of situations, or just what you want for your future, what you're looking for. As long as you have that, there's no reason to be sad if you don't find it. Just keep looking. Just keep flowing with the energy. What's on top? 10 Wands. Your person's energy is there. Yeah, all this trying to hide it with smoke and mirrors. Look at what the right hand is doing. Never mind the left hand. That kind of thing. It's causing a great deal of burden here. And I said for the June readings, and a couple of recent readings, keep an eye out for the 10 of Wands. We need to see this break. Okay? There's that pressure. There's that 10 of Wands. It can't suppress this. It's very powerful. They handled this poorly, and it hurt their ego, and they're trying to suppress that their ego was hurt, and they can't. They've got to make things right. The Emperor, This card is a lot of ego attached to this card here. All right, I don't even know how to put it into words. If your person's married or there's a relationship, they just stubbornly stay with it, even though it doesn't make them happy. And they do it because of ego, because their ego would be hurt if they had to tell everybody they got a divorce or something like that. Oh, what would people think? Someone who cares a lot about what people think around them, or is trying to please mommy and daddy, or something along those lines, if the energy feels like that. And with you, they do the same thing. Their ego was hurt. They try to forget about it, smoke and mirror the whole thing, but they can't. It's a persistent energy that won't go away, and it builds. 10 of Wands on top of the 5 of Cups says exactly what I said. Once they hit rock bottom, it breaks, and there's communication, because this is rooted in the sun here, because these are red together. Why is the 10 of Wands here? 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. It's... When they think back, what's going to cause this is them thinking back, them taking stock on what happened here. Because even if they were a complete asshole tool to you, okay? Even if they were a complete asshole tool, you still had a soul recognition. Their soul's been absorbing information and learning, and I see it here as the love leaks in. I see it here. It is this person realizing, once the seeds that were planted by the connection start to grow, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back for them. That's when they can't suppress it anymore. And until we reach that point, not much is going to happen with this person, but they do reach that point. Okay, and it looks like there's a good chance in June that they do. June's a very powerful month. It's a month of healing. It's a month of that in my Q2 reading opened with a 4 of Swords. It's a lot of healing this month for both sides. As for you, the energy around you, this is, again, don't sweat the stuff that the past is gone. Don't sweat the stuff that you can't fix. Learn what you can from it and keep flowing with the energy. You're in a good energy, Virgo. You really are. It's around you. Just have some faith. Even if nothing's happening and everything seems like shit, it's not. It's just an illusion. There's a lot of illusion around. I see it with the Magician. There's a lot of illusion around the sun energy that's there, that's waiting to come out. All right, let's see where we go here. It's not clouds. It's just somebody put up a tarp kind of thing, and the tarp can just come down. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Give me 3 cards and a crossing card. Tell me something here. What's this soulmate likely to do? Or tell Virgo something. What do you want to tell Virgo here? Let's see. A lot going on underneath the surface. There's a moon. I got a moon and a high priestess in the same reading. 2 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Lovers crossing the 2 of Pentacles. You got a lot more. There's a lot more fish in the sea, Virgo. You got a lot of options coming. Your person knows that that's part of what's going to cause them to really feel the loss of this. Okay, somebody else is going to be very interested in you, and they know that. The energy is there. Somebody's just sitting on their hands as far as your person goes. They're just sitting on their hands, not making a decision. They need to make a decision. And right here, that they're pushing it back. They're pushing it back. There's a lot of stuff they're afraid to tell you. And it's all smoke and mirrors. There's that smoke and mirrors energy around that Magician card right there. It's the same energy that's around this one. It's all smoke and mirrors. This person harbors a lot of feelings for you. And slowly but surely, they're going to leak out. It's going to force a decision. What's underneath this Lover's card? Look at that. The Page of Wands. I think we saw that already. Comes back again. This is someone who wants to fix this. They're going to have to. And I've told you this before. They're going to have to fix it. Their ego's hurt. However that applies to your specific situation, their ego's hurt. They're going to have to fix this at some point. If they don't, well, I suppose they just, keep living their lives stubbornly, pushing stuff back, and it doesn't end well. It ends as one of those bitter old people who's resentful for all the stuff they didn't do and the way they behaved in their life. The soul tends to awaken more and more and more the closer we get to the end. And when we're right on the edge of the end, we see everything. We feel everything. That I can tell you. I don't know what happens after we die. I've never been able to figure that out 100%. But I can tell you that right on the edge of the end, this person will feel everything that they did and how they behaved. They have to. The energy has to work that way because they're going to need that information for whatever next life they go into. And it's just going to be part of their pre-programmed soul energy that they go into that next life with, as an easy way to phrase it. It's a bit more complex than that, but that's an easy way to understand it. That being said, as for you, where this energy is tied to you, you got a lot going on underneath the surface. You have nothing to worry about. So stop worrying about anything and just have some faith that there's good energy around you, and that will manifest. It will start to show itself. Just make damn sure you know what you want. All right, make sure you're not make sure you're not wishy-washy. All right, that's your reading. That's the best I can tell you. All right, everybody's person here for the most part in this month of June is waiting for their person to hit rock bottom, and it looks like they do in June. Okay, it is a moment where there's a ton of regret. We're seeing a lot of these regret and rock bottom cards and towers and things like that. So that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck, Virgo.